Hey guys, Dr. Haitz here at the Rimrock Wellness Center. The purpose of today's video is I'm going to go over our hCG weight loss program. Now normally this is a program that we do in our office. It's about an hour-long consultation. You leave with some materials and it's about a 30-day weight loss program. We're doing something new. We're going to do this virtually. So with this video at the end, there's going to be a link as well as a discount code to where you don't even need to come into the office. You can learn about the hCG diet. You will have a copy of the entire binder, recipes, menus, all of that, as well as the proprietary hCG drops, and everything you need to have success without even having to come into the office. So a little bit of background, what is hCG? So it's based on a diet that Dr. Simeon put together back in the 50s. He was running a clinic over in Europe. So hCG is human chorionic gonadotropin. Well, Dr. Simeon realized that in pregnant females, oftentimes with morning sickness, they're not getting a lot of calories. Oftentimes, unfortunately, they're probably throwing up more than they're eating, and yet they still seem to have healthy pregnancies and healthy offspring. And so he had concluded that hCG, human chorionic gonadotropin, which you create about a kilo of this stuff a day when you're pregnant, it's like a fail-safe hormone. It tells your body to go after fat stores for fuel while you're pregnant. Well, then he got this idea. What if you took a non-pregnant individual that had extra weight to lose and you put them on a smaller dose of hCG through injection and then reduce the calorie intake down to about 500 calories, what would happen? And sure enough, he saw that these individuals would lose up to 20, sometimes 30 pounds in their first month. They weren't losing any muscle mass. They weren't losing any of their healthy fat stores. It was all the abnormal fat stores, you know, the tummy weight, the love handles, under the chin, back of the arms, all that excess weight that we carry that's unhealthy. And so he developed this program and ran a clinic for a number of years. He had a book that he put out called Pounds and Inches, which we will include in our program as well. It's an older book. The idea behind it is still solid, but there's a lot more research and information that we have now, and our program is a light years ahead of what he was doing at the time. So with our particular program, we use a product called Reduce 1X. It's proprietary. We have this manufactured in a facility in Utah. It is hormone-free, which means there's no actual human gonadotropin or human chorionic gonadotropin in the drops. They're a sublingual drop. You put them under your tongue several times a day, and they absorb right into the bloodstream. So it's a vibrationally charged serum, a lot like a homeopathic, so there's no actual hormone in there. Men and women can take it. It's not going to make you pregnant. It's not going to make you turn into a female or anything like that. What it's going to do is it's going to stimulate the hypothalamus in the brain, again, to go after those fat stores for fuel when you're in a very low calorie diet situation. So that's the program that we do. With this, you'll follow a very low calorie diet. It's about 500 calories a day. The first couple of days, you're going to load up with the drops. You're going to eat a lot of healthy fats. And then on day 3 is where the actual calorie restriction comes in. Your binder, there's going to be a bunch of materials in here. There's a food list. You're going to follow that food list. So you'll be skipping breakfast, then you eat lunch and dinner. You'll have 1 portion of lean protein, 1 portion of vegetable, and 1 portion of fruits for lunch and for dinner. And you'll be taking those drops 3 times a day. And like I said, normally if you just did 1 or 2 of these things, it wouldn't necessarily work that well. But when you put it all together, you've got the Reduce 1X drops that has the non-hormonal hCG. There's also an appetite suppressant in the drop. There's a kelp extract that stimulates fat burning and metabolism. The hoodia root in there, which is also another appetite suppressant. So you put that together with a low-calorie diet, and you're following the specific food guidelines. Most individuals will lose up to 1 pound a day doing this. We've been doing it in our clinic for about 15 years now. I can't tell you how many success stories we've had. We've had hundreds and hundreds, probably over 1,000 people go through the program now. Again, it's a very simple program to follow. When you have the materials in the binder and it shows you exactly what to eat, and then you've got the drops that are our proprietary drops, there's really not much else to it. With our program, you would have access to myself via email if you have any questions, concerns about maybe different foods. Maybe you have questions about certain foods. Maybe you have questions about, hey, can I put creamer in my coffee? Those sorts of things. I can definitely help with those and answer those questions that you have. And so if you're interested, if this is something you would like to do, normally we offer this for $199 through a clinic. We used to charge $399, and we included a lot more in-person coaching, weekly coaching sessions, and most individuals felt like that was just not necessarily what they needed. They didn't need that level of support. And so since it's less of our time involved, we dropped it down to $199. Now that we're offering it virtually, there'll be, like I said, a link either in this video or below this video to that program. It'll go right to our website when you click the link, and then there'll be a product. It's called hCG Diet. You're going to click on that, add it to the cart, go to checkout, and then we'll also include a discount code. Since this is a weight loss program, you're not going to have to come down to the office and meet with me in person. We're obviously able to scale this much more so. So we're going to offer an extra discount code in there, so it'll drop it down even below that $199 price. In the future, if you need additional drops, say you want to go past 30 days, maybe come off the diet for a week or two and then go right back on and do another 30 days, you do get our drops at a discount as well. You don't have to pay the $199 again. Once you've done the $199 hCG program, you can always continue to get the drops for your own personal use. I myself, oftentimes I'll do 2 or 3 weeks of hCG in the spring just to get a little bit of the winter fluff off. It's also a really good way to just detox and clean out the system. So if you're interested, we'd love for you to join us. This is the first time we've done it this way. We're thinking it's going to be really successful. We've done this one-on-one with folks, even just over the phone and remotely that way. But we figured we're going to scale it up and see if we can help a lot more people get some of that weight off. With summer coming up, bikini season, swimsuit season, beach season coming up, we think a lot of folks can be helped from this. So look forward to working with you guys, and